Bring it to the experts at 4 Wheel Parts, where we'll transform your Bronco with the all-new line of 4WP factory accessories. Whether you want to order the best parts online, shop in store, do the work yourself, or have it built by a pro, all trails lead to the truck, Jeep, or Bronco of your dreams, because nobody knows off-road like 4 Wheel Parts. Do your Bronco right.
Mark, why does the Growers Company buy Ford? Is there any particular reason for that?
Yes, we do, because we depend on a good product, and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new RZR Turbo R and revolutionary RZR Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of RZR is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.
Being prepared is the name of the game. You never know when you might find yourself without network connection or if the grid goes down. With a 12-month, $99.95 a month plan, you can get a free iSat phone too. This device is capable of making calls, sharing your position, sending text messages, and can be used as an SOS beacon. These phones can be used almost anywhere in the world. Be prepared in an emergency situation. Communication is key to survival. Contact the Satellite Phone Store for more information.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here for hour 2 of our coverage here of the big race, the big one, the full pull to La Paz, the Baja 1000. Are you guys ready for some more action? Almost everybody's off the line. Everybody might be off the line actually by now. So the bike started this morning. If you guys just tuning in, they started at 2 o'clock this morning. They are about halfway, not quite halfway, almost halfway maybe-ish down the peninsula. And we have some tracking to show you. So let's bring up the tracker here and show you guys. So number 7, Bryce Menzies is still your leader. We'll come back to that in a minute, though. We want to scroll out and go down to the bikes. They are way down the peninsula. We got to go way down here. Scroll in. They are coming onto the access road into Bay of LA. So we have the 5X at 0 miles an hour right there. That is most likely a planned pit. A lot of people are going to pit on the road section into Bay of LA somewhere there. It's a really good spot to have a pit. So we have, let's see, we have Mark Samuels here. He's in the 1X. He is right behind the 5X. So we got the 5X and then the 1X there. And that's where they are. So they are at mile 465 right now. And all good. And then let's see. We'll scroll back up. The 97X, the 308X, and 325X, the 22X. Got a lot of cars in the mix here. And let's see what else. Hold on a second. We're going to try to find the quad. There they are, 8A. All right, 8A is the first quad, and then the 1A is the second quad. So that's the same as the last hour update when we checked. The 3A is actually moving up on them. So we have the 3A now gaining on them a little bit. So that's a little something new there. And let's see. We're going to scroll back up. Then you got a whole bunch. Look at all these bikes. You got all these bikes in here. So a whole bunch of different classes of bikes. I'm not going to do an update on every class because that would take all day. Back up here, you guys are already asking where Robbie is. It's all everybody ever wants to know. Robbie Gordon's tracker is not working. It never works. It never works. Pretty sure he just turns the thing off or puts some tinfoil over it or something so nobody knows where it is. So, yeah, that's what's going on with Robbie. We don't know where he is. His tracker's not working. We do know that the 7, Bryce Menzies, is in front. and he is leading still. We have Rob McCachran right behind him. Here we go. Amputia's tracker just updated a minute ago, so that's a good that's a good update there. Then we have the 23 in 4th place. That is actually Justin Bean Smith driving the Dan McMillan truck right now. And in the 10, in the Ampudia truck, it is actually Jack's Redline's truck. They're racing under Amputia's name, and Jack's Redline is in the truck right now. Then we have the 21, Tavo Vidosala. He's actually racing his dad's new Mason truck, so that is another Mason all-wheel drive. So we have a Mason all-wheel drive in 1st place right now. That's Bryce Menzies. We have a Mason all-wheel drive in 2nd place. Then we have a Geyser G6 2-wheel drive in 3rd place. Another Mason all-wheel drive in 4th place, and then another Mason all-wheel drive in 5th place. So 4 out of the top 5 trucks right now are Mason all-wheel drives. And then we have Cameron Steele, whose tracker finally started working again. He is in 6th place, I think that's going to be, or 6th or 7th there. Who else was snuck in over here? Oh, Larry Rossler. Okay, that's another 2-wheel drive there. I think that's a Mason 2-wheel drive, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that he was in a Mason truck this time. So Larry Rossler, note on Larry Rossler, he is trying to do the whole race solo. He is not getting out of that truck. He has never done a Baja 1000 solo in a truck before, so this is a first for Larry Rossler. And you guys know Larry's not exactly a spring chicken. He's getting up there a little bit. So very cool to see Larry try and do this here. Definitely, I know it's probably a bucket list item for him to do it. So hopefully Larry can make it all the way. We have Cameron Steele, like I said, then Justin Lofton. There's another Mason all-wheel drive. So we got a lot of Mason all-wheel drives up here. Then we have the 37L. That's going to be your leader in the Legends class. So we have the Legends class there. Maddox Bailey coming along. We got the 96, the 14, the 19, Dave Taylor, and so on. We have the 4, Justin Matney. I believe that is actually, I know that is. That's actually Josh Daniel right now with Billy Baruti in the 4. They are starting and taking it the first third of the race, and then they're going to hand it off to CJ Hutchins in a bit. I don't know if CJ's actually ever driven a trophy truck before, so this might be his first race driving a trophy truck. Usually he's a buggy dork, very fast buggy dork, but this will be it'll be interesting to see how he does in that truck. And then let's see, 87 Dallas Luttrell, and so on. So first one car, here we go. All right, we have Mason Cullen is the first one car here, and then we have Brad Wilson is going to be second, and Brennan Gaughan and the 168. Now these guys, look at their tracker updates. 2 minutes ago, 0 minutes ago. So it could be the 162 and the 168 are probably ahead of the 153. You just have to watch on when they update. So very close together still. Here in the class 1 race. I remember this happened last time. It was a really good race. It was the 400 or the 500, and we had like 5 or 6 class 1s that were all right together with each other for about 3/4 of the race, and then they all fell apart. So and started having some issues. Hopefully that doesn't happen today, but it'll be interesting to see where they are. Now we have the Mark Post right here. I know a lot of you guys are asking about him, so he is still moving along in the 3L. This is the old black truck. Everybody likes this truck, the old Riviera truck. Good to see them back down here racing. So he's definitely got a little race going with Clyde Stacy here in the 5L. They're pretty close to each other. So definitely good to see. Now the Spec trucks. Let's see if we can find the first Spec truck. It looks like we have Jeff Bader showing as first right here. Then we have Ryan Hancock, probably very close to him because this is updated a minute after Bader's did. So we have the 228 and then, or the 238. Also, look at the 238 just popped in here. So really close in front of the Specs. Also, we have the 238, and that is actually let's see, 238. That is Eli actually driving right now. So he did start in there. He's going to do the first 440 miles or so. And then this is Ryan Hancock in this truck right here. This is not Jeff Bader. He is getting in later. This is actually Dan right now driving that truck. The 242, Bryce Swaim. This was Toby Price. We did see he got and we confirmed he got a flat tire earlier. So the 242, Toby Price got a flat tire. I think it was around a little bit after Ojos. It gets a little rocky in there, so he hit something. He got a flat. It took him about 4 minutes, it looked like, to get it changed, and then they got going again. So really, that's kind of the only issues we've heard of anybody. We did hear the 45 was down with a bad transmission line, and here we go. Good to see they got it changed. So Gary Magnus had a actually an O-ring popped out of the transmission filter. Somehow the O-ring took a crap and came out the side, so there was fluid shooting out of it. They got it replaced and they got it going again. So that's an update on the 45 for you guys. Let's this is, as you can see, there's a lot of cars here. So we can do more classes running order a little bit later. It's hard to do a lot of these classes, the running order this early, because they're all bunched together. All these cars after the trophy trucks started 30 seconds apart. So it's very, very bunched up. So it's really hard to tell who's in what position. So if a couple of you guys are asking about some cars, I'll try to help them out for you guys. If you can, give me the number you're looking for, but actually give me the name also, and that would really help, because on the screen I can see the names on the side, and that's easier than looking at the numbers all the time. So if we go and look over here, 162, did Gordon already break down? Well, we don't know. I haven't got a good time for him yet. Let me check my other split times and see. So I'm going to have split times at mile 155 or so, and they are not to 155 yet. So I'll have some physical splits for you guys at mile 155 once they get there. But you can see right now we're only at mile 115. That is Bryce Menzies leading right there. Those of you guys looking for Luke McMillan in the 83, that is Rob McCachran right here. So Luke was actually very cool of Luke. He knew Rob McCachran was in the championship hunt for points. Luke McMillan, if you remember, he was disqualified at the Baja 500, so that pretty much took him out of the championship. So since Rob McCachran is going for the championship, Luke was nice enough to let Rob use his truck, Luke's truck, and enter under Rob's name as driver of record, which means it's the number 11, and the points that they get this race are going to go to Rob to have a chance to win the championship. So I thought that was pretty cool of Luke to do that. That's Luke's truck and Luke's program and everything. Rob is obviously driving with them this race, but that's, if you're looking for the 83, you got to look for the number 11 today, and that'll be them. And Rob is driving about halfway, and then Luke's going to get in somewhere around 6:30ish, somewhere down there. Luke will hop in and take it over from Rob. So that's what's going on there. Robbie Gordon, you guys always ask for Robbie Gordon. Okay, somebody just said Gordon passed mile 80, 12th truck on the roads. There we go, Jeff Bennett. Thank you for that. So Robbie Gordon, it sounds like he's still moving. He's the 12th truck on the road at mile 80. So thank you guys for the time splits. If you guys, anytime during the race, if you guys have that information, please just chime in. And that's what makes this cool, is we got you guys. I know you guys are on the course watching this, so a lot of you guys are definitely help with that stuff. So he says if they ran 83, they would have to rear start. Yeah, because Luke, well, not necessarily. No, they would have been able to start where Luke finished at the last race, which would have been the same spot pretty much as Rob. So it didn't really make a difference what number they ran. That's why they did that. So let's see. Someone's asking the specs. All right, we got a lot of questions about specs. So let's do this real quick. I'm just going to pull up them only. So those of you guys asking, I see someone was asking about 204. So let's see if we can find 204. They are probably, it's 234. 204 right there. Christopher Polvardi. He is, what's that, about, looks like maybe about 10th or so right now. I'm not sure where he started. I'd have to pull up the, actually I have it right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He actually started way back. So the 204, Christopher Polvardi, he has passed quite a few people already. He started quite a ways back. So definitely we're going to keep an eye on his time throughout today. Remember, it doesn't matter who gets there first. It goes by your time. So if you started back a ways, you're going to have that much time, in between. You started 10th, that's 5 minutes to the first guy that you have on corrected time. So we always got to keep that in mind, and we'll check on that more later today. Spec 258, Justin Davis. Let's see, where is Justin Davis? If we can find him real quick. 258. I don't even see him on here. There's so many. They're so bunched up. There he is, right there in the middle of the screen. Justin Davis, and he just moved. Where did he go? There he is. All right, 258. Justin Davis is at mile 65. He's running 30 miles an hour right now, so he's still going. Once again, these guys are all bunched up this early in the race, so it's really hard to tell who's in what position. And with corrected time, honestly, we have no idea who's in what position. The one thing we can tell you for sure is which truck's out front, kind of. And it could be either one of these. It could either be Jeff Bader or Ryan Hancock. See, Ryan just updated, and Jeff hasn't updated for a minute. So those two trucks are definitely right on each other. Those are your lead trucks, and they are on the highway right now in the speed zone. So whichever one is in front is going to be in front until the end of the speed zone. Is the three-wheeler racing? No, no. I wish the three-wheeler was. I know a lot of people probably were, but honestly, he would probably die if he did this race. I don't know if he'd be able to do this race on a three-wheeler. It's a little different than going in Nevada on fire roads most of the time. Baja is a whole nother animal. I don't think you'd want to race the three-wheeler down here. And honestly, I think he's smart enough to know that, and that's why he's not racing the three-wheeler today. So these guys are now, the leaders are now on the crossover road, headed out of Valley T. So we see it's Bryce Menzies and Rob McCachran. It looks like they have a bit of a gap, but Alan's tracker hasn't updated in 4 minutes. So keep an eye on these trackers all day. They're very deceiving, right? When you think, oh, these guys are checking out. Not really, because he hasn't updated in 4 minutes. So you always got to check that out. Day says, who started the 96 truck? Let me see if I have that. Abdali. Abdali started the 96 truck. So I know a lot of you guys are always asking about Abdali. So yeah, right here, Enrique, the 96 truck. This is actually Abdali Lopez driving right now, and he's going to roughly mile 490-ish, somewhere on the Bay of LA road. So Abdali's doing the first 500 miles of the race. So that's Abdali in the 96 right now. So definitely, he's going to be fast. Honest, everybody knows Abdali's fast. He's probably, I'll just say it, he's the fastest driver going to be in the 96 today. So watch for that 96 to push early. You're going to see them probably moving up to mile 500. I'm sure his plan is to push hard and then give it to those guys and hope they can hold it wherever Abdali gets. That would be my plan if I was on their race team. Let the guy do what he does and then hope the other guys can hold it in position from there and see what happens. So I see no Spec TT killer cars in this race, it said. Yeah, the Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about there, Ryan. All right, we raced. Let's see, we raced them in the 80s and kicked ass on them on the three-wheelers. Well, I think you guys were a lot tougher back in the 80s than nowadays because I don't see any three-wheelers out here. Someone's looking for Jack's Redline. He's right here. If you're looking for Jack's Redline today, he's going to be in the 10 of Alan Ampudia. He's racing today. Jax did start. Jax is going to go to mile 500. So Jax is doing the first 500 miles in the number 10. And then after that, Ken Block is going to get in at mile 500, and then Alan is going to get in at mile 635. So that's the plan for the number 10 today. So those of you guys that are looking for Jax, it goes Jax, and then Ampudia, and then Ken Block, and then it goes Alan to the finish. So very good. And let's see what else. I think that's about it. What else are you guys? Who you got on TT this year? Honestly, it's going to be very close between these two cars right here. Between the 7 and the 11, these are the cars to beat at this race. It's just, that's how it is. They started up front. Bryce has gone and done his section at least 6 to 7 times. This whole section. He has pre-ran in a Mason all-wheel drive. He bought Jesse Jones' truck, and he pre-ran in it. So he basically has pre-raced. Bryce has, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else you can do. He's done everything you can this race. So now he just needs some good luck. Keep it smooth today, and the only person, if Bryce doesn't have a problem, I can see close to them is going to be Rob Mack and Luke McMillan. I don't see how it's just so hard to keep up, you know, down here when you have clean air and without making a mistake. But it's Baja. Who knows? You got 1,200 miles to go. There's a lot of time for a lot of stuff to happen. You need this will be the longest that one of these trucks has gone without having an issue too. So that'll be interesting to see. This is the first full pull for a Mason all-wheel drive. So let's see how they do. I know they have some people out there that question them. If they do good this race, I think all the questions stop. So let's see what happens. Split between 5X. Yeah, we can go back before I sign off here. Let's go look at the bikes again, just to show you guys the leaders here. It's very, very close race. Look at this race right here in the front of the bikes. We have the 1X at mile 479.6. And we have the other bike at 479.9 1 minute ago. That means they're literally on each other's bumper. They're within a half mile, probably within a quarter mile of each other. I guarantee you they can see each other right now. The 1X is ahead of the 5X now on the tracker, but when it re-updates, the 5 might get back in front. So I don't even know who's where here. I know the 5X was pitting, so maybe the 1X is pitting down a little farther and got around them. There we go. Okay, just updated. So 0 minutes and 0 minutes. Look at this. These guys are on each other's bumper. This is a hell of a bike race. Very cool to see the 5X and the 1X back in Baja for the first time this year. So definitely cool. Do you know something about Toby Price? Yeah, he had a flat tire earlier, but he is going again. Toby Price is driving the 242. Bryce Swaim truck. So if you're looking for Toby Price, look for the 242 in the spec truck class, and that's where he is. All right. Yeah, that's going to be I mean, look at these guys already starting to put a gap. I mean, the 97X is kind of hanging in there, but I mean, really, it's the race is between these two bikes right here. Everybody knows that pretty much. The 5X and the 1X. It's between them. Yeah, so that's a look at the bikes. All right, Class 11. Yeah, well, let's go look at Class 11. They're probably barely off the line and bunched in with everybody else, but we do have some. Here they are. All right, so Class 11s. You can see them right here. It looks like, I don't know what order they started in. I don't have it in front of me. I could pull it up. We got the 1144. Let's see, where's the first one? Yeah, it looks like the 1144 is going to be in the lead, Class 11. 1121 is going to be next. Then the 1111, the 1174, 1145, 1165, 1188, 1156, 1133, and the 1113. And it looks like that's it. So we have quite a bit of Class 11 cars today. Hopefully one of these guys or more can make it to the finish in time, because that would just be awesome. Definitely would be really cool to see. So some of you guys asking for the UTV classes. Honestly, I can't even give you an update right now because they're way too bunched up. I mean, look at these guys. Like, here's the UTV class. Who's in what place? Good luck. I don't even know. So let's wait till the next hour update, and then I'll try to give you guys some better updates then. It's pretty much the same running order, I'm sure, right now. Like, here's Brandon Schuler. I see him up front. The 2951, 2944, Phil Blurton. But then there's another 29 right here. So Justin Lambert is in front of him, and that looks. There's a quick update for the Pro Turbo at least. It looks like Justin Lambert is going to be first. And then we have, where did they go? Phil Blurton, looks like he's probably second right now. And then the 2951, 2919. I know that's Rob Mack's kid, drives with the Schulers. I don't know if he's starting or finishing. Maybe one of you guys can tell us what section Rob Mack's kid's driving. PJ Jones, Austin Weiland, he's always fast. Then Jason Murray, there's a lot. Jose, it just goes on and on. So we're gonna wait till a little bit longer in the race, and then we can give you guys some more updates on them. The Class 10 cars might be a little bit more spread out, so we can tell. The 1081, Matt Winslow, it looks like they're in first, but look at this bunch of cars right here. I mean, they are just all bunched up. This is a dusty mess right now, I guarantee you that. You got Uribe in his spec truck. Then you got Ethan Hagel in the 10 car right behind him. You got another spec truck here. So the spec trucks start in front of the Class 10s, I believe. Let's make sure. Let me confirm that. Yeah, the spec trucks start in front of the Class 10s. So these fast Class 10 guys, they got a lot of spec trucks to get through. So Matt Winslow's already made his way through quite a bit. You got, like I said, Ethan Hagel is in the middle of the Class 10s right now, trying to make his way through, or the spec trucks. You got Freddie Willert back here. Hiram in the 1016, and then you got the 1062 back here. So they're a little bunched up between the Class 10s and the specs right now. It's hard in a Class 10 to hit a spec truck too, because they're really high. They're basically trophy trucks with a limited motor, and you got a little bumper. You're real low. Your shocks stick out on the front on a Class 10, so you definitely got to be careful when you're nerfing a spec truck in a Class 10. And some of those spec truck guys, they don't really want to move out of the way probably. So you got to take them for a ride every once in a while. All right, so and see in Pro Turbo, Austin Weiland and Colton Husted are sharing a car for this race. It'll be fast. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good team. Are there any Ultra 4 cars? Yes, there is. I saw at least two. Let's see here. I'll just show them to you real quick. So we have, I believe one is the Hummer actually. So actually, here we go. This is a good car to keep an eye on today. So we have Sky Johnson in the 4482, and then we have this right here, the 4440. This is a Hummer H1, the full big Hummer. They're not going to be fast, and they're going to be about a Class 11 pace probably. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. But I think everybody will root for the Hummer. These guys actually drove it here. They're from back east somewhere. I don't even remember where. They drove it all the way across country, drove it to Mexico. They're doing the whole race, and then they're going to drive it home. So I hope they make it. It's going to be a very long, it's already been a long week or whatever it took for them just to get out here. I don't think they pre-ran or anything. So they're just kind of going for it. So definitely be interesting. Who went off first? Specs or 10s? Yeah, the specs went off first. The specs definitely started in front because you can see there's specs all the way up here. We got specs all the way up here, and the Class 10 cars are not close to being up there yet. So that's that. Is Gomez Brothers racing? No, they are not. They withdrew at the last minute. They had some other obligations they had to take care of. So there is no Gomez Brothers racing this race. All right. The Baja boot was driven from back east of the race as well, if I remember correctly. Okay, we'll try to confirm that. What number is the Baja boot? I forget what it. There, it's 1 something. They're racing it in Class 1, so we'll keep an eye on them. Where's the 77? We don't know where the 77 is. That is definitely the most asked question. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me where Robbie Gordon was or the 77, I would be racing a trophy truck by now. So I don't know. His tracker never works. We never know where he is. And does Robbie Gordon? There's another one. See, is Robbie Gordon on the race or stop? We don't know. His tracker's not working. So I mean, yeah, that's Robbie. Everybody wants to know where he is. Even you see the Mexican military was flying their the U-90 or whatever that helicopter is over them earlier today. So definitely cool. What number? Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna sign off after this because I have to do some other updates. But one of the other classes to keep an eye on today is the UTV. Let's see. So the pro stock UTVs. We have these guys. Some of these guys are in the RS1s. I think there's 6 of them, and they're doing the RS1 challenge. Which, if you're not familiar, it's a single seat RZR 1000, and these guys are all doing the whole race themselves. They're soloing it, literally Iron Manning the race, because they don't even have a co-driver. They have no co-driver, and they're just doing the whole race themselves. We can actually try and check in. Hey, can you plug that MSAT in real quick, please? Let's see if we can check in with Dave Cole. I got him on the MSAT, and Dave said, "Hey, check in with me as much as you want. Let me see if this is gonna work." We're gonna talk to Dave Cole live right now. Let me find him on the tracker here. Can you hand me the headset, please? And hold on, I got my helpers here. Get me the MSAT. Let's see if this will work. All right, we got the MSAT. We're gonna try to dial up. Hold on 1 second here. I gotta change the group. All right, this is gonna be. Let me find him on the tracker here. Where is Dave Cole? Where is he? So this is Dave Cole, King of the Hammers, Dave Cole. I don't even see him on here. Well, let's just call him and see. Hey, Dave, it's Fish. You got your radio on? Let's see. He's in the car driving right now. If he answers, cool. If not, he either didn't hear us or he can't talk. So let's see. Here comes somebody. Oh, hold on. Somebody tried to call back. He said to call him as much as we want. We won't bug him because he'll have nobody to talk to for the next 2 days. So he was hoping. Pro Open, is that where they are? Well, I see David Clay in this class. So how come he's in this class? You said that they're in the Pro Open. There he is.
Hey, Fish, it's Shannon. Dave was on pretty good for a while. I'm not sure what happened, but he was talking 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, there we go. We will try him again, and at some point we will talk to Dave Cole live in the car during our updates. I promise you guys that. He is there. He is. He's right there. So he's coming into Ojos right now. He is at 1854 is his number. He's at mile 32 right now, and we'll see. But
Shannon or Fish, this is Tara. Dave has gone into limp mode a couple of times now. We're now not getting him on the sat phone. We're not sure if he's still moving or not.
Okay.
That's what we got was race mile 26.
All right, so there we go. His car, Dave Cole, is having some problems already. Well, it's going to be a long race. His car's gone into limp mode a couple times on him. He is moving right now, though. We can see he just moved. He's just got an update again at 30 miles an hour. So we'll try again next update, but that'll be cool if we can talk to him during the race. Thanks, Ryan, for telling me what class to switch to. So for some reason, Dave Cole's listed in this class, but some of the other guys are in a different class. So that's kind of interesting because David Clay is racing, but he's not listed in this class. So we'll keep an eye on them. All right, guys. Well, we'll tune back in at 1 o'clock for your next update. The SCORE does have a drone up right now, so in between my updates, go over to SCORE's feed. They got a car, or they have a drone up. Looks like it's on the coast, so I don't know if any cars are going to be coming through there soon or not. But go watch their feed and then come back here at 1 o'clock for your next update. As always, thanks to all of our sponsors who make this happen. KMC Wheels, F&L Race Fuel, King Shocks. All these guys have supported us for multiple years now, so it's really, really cool to have all these guys supporting us. Also, Vi-Metal Trailers just came on for this race as a new sponsor, so glad to have them on board. They make some nice trailers. Go check out their trailers. It's the custom race trailers, anything from UTV to multiple vehicles on one trailer. It's pretty cool. So 4 Wheel Parts, Rigid, Polaris. Well, there is a new Polaris racing too. We're gonna have to check on that. Wayne Matlock is in the new Polaris Pro R, and he is racing down here. So we will keep an eye on him throughout the day. And of course, Alexander Ford, Ryan Hancock, looks like they have a good run going so far in Spec Truck. We'll come and check back on them. But that'll do it for this hour. We'll be back at 1 o'clock with your next update. And Bryce Menzies is your leader, followed by Rob McCachran. See you guys in about half an hour.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.